Is there any breakthrough in supplementation during the last, say, decade or so? I mean, as big as maybe creatine was?
I'd say in terms of something that's very widely researched, I would say beta-alanine, definitely. I mean, I know that there's some conflicting opinions if you ask people who are in the gym as to how useful it would be for weight training. I know personally I find benefit, and I tend to do more power type training, low reps, less than 5 reps. So if I find benefit, I think most people would. But beta-alanine's got so much research behind it, showing it will delay fatigue. It ultimately buffers fatigue, by increasing carnosine levels, increases muscle endurance. I find it also increases intra-workout recovery, as in that is recovery set to set.
Okay.
I found that when I first introduced the beta-alanine product, the one I was taking was intrabolic, which is by Athletic Edge Nutrition. I was taking that, and I know that's also got protein hydrolysate in. I'd already taken branched-chain amino acids previously to this, so that's similar to the protein hydrolysate. I found the addition of the beta-alanine, it felt like later on in the workout I felt more fresh. And there is lots of research now showing that beta-alanine is useful for increasing strength and endurance. That probably to me being number one. That's in terms of supplements which are researched at universities. Mm-hmm. Now that's one aspect, obviously.
But I mean, effective. But I mean, as effective.
I think that is effective, definitely. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Having said that, there's lots of supplements which will never have any research behind them. You and I both know the reasons why. And pro-hormones clearly are going to cause a direct improvement on muscle accretion levels, that is the amount of protein synthesis that happens. They will also limit protein breakdown by reducing cortisol at the same time. So clearly in terms of products which are going to increase muscle over a short frame of time, pro-hormones are the most potent there are. Obviously they're only recommended for advanced users. Yep. Even then I don't think they're necessary for everyone. Mm-hmm. Testosterone boosters, again, they're not really researched to that extent because it's difficult to get funding for research into this type of nutrients. Universities don't really want to investigate those. But if you ultimately increase the amount of testosterone your body produces, testosterone ultimately is the most powerful anabolic signal you can deliver to your muscle tissues to build, to get bigger basically.
How about BCAAs? I mean, the more
BCAAs
recent ones that are more...
BCAAs definitely, I mean, I wouldn't say they're necessarily all that recent, but there is an increased body of research now compared to the past. I know there's a recent study on wrestlers, NCAA wrestlers in the United States, showing on a calorie-restricted diet, the group that was supplemented with BCAAs didn't lose as much muscle, but they also burnt more body fat, which implies that they were sparing muscle and oxidizing fat instead of, oxidizing muscle. So definitely BCAAs are good. There's also research showing that BCAAs will enhance muscle recovery. There's also the potential, I mean, maybe your readers aren't aware, there's also potential for them impacting performance in the gym just through central nervous system pathways. I mean,
do you think BCAAs are necessary protein?
I think on a bulk, they're a luxury. On a diet, I would say they are. In my opinion, they're not essential, but they're essential if you want to get the best benefit from a diet.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult otherwise. You end up having loads of protein, and then what happens? You end up going to have too many calories.
Okay. Yeah.